I haven't opened this yet. It must be brand new. That's right, we're talking about... I'm not even gonna... It's Eyes Without a Face. I'm not gonna bother to pronounce that. I never studied French. Let's open this baby up because this is number 550 of 2000. Obviously still in its plastic because it is very shiny. So yeah, let's take a look. Ideally, I'll have enough time to take a gander at the actual Blu-ray itself. But for now, at least, in terms of my knowledge, my history of this film, because I've been waiting quite a while for this to finally come out. I think it was delayed a month, which, that's never great. But I did actually order this with House of the Devil from Umbrella as well, just because I wanted to. But yeah, as you can see, the little card tells you everything that's in the package and tells you all the special features details as well, which is really nice. This is a 4K UHD. I have the previous Criterion release, both of which are in French. This has dual 2.0 mono French for the language. It's in 1:66:1, has English subtitles, which obviously is good. 89 minutes long in black and white. And Dolby Vision, interesting. That's always interesting for a black and white film to get that extra pulp. There's not much else that I feel like is worth mentioning outside of... There was a documentary about the film, I guess. A 2009 overview of George Franju's career. I believe was he the director? Yes, it was the director. Plus a short film, which is good. It also comes with a 48-page booklet with behind-the-scenes experiences and art, including essays by Stephen Thrower, Nadine Whitney, and Jack Sargent. Nadine is a friend of the channel. She may or may not have been the reason why I actually wanted to buy this set instead of just buying, the standard 4K by itself, which actually also came out today. So I've already got a subscriber who's messaged me about it, which is good. Like, I'm glad, because for him it was a blind buy. I have seen this, again, like I mentioned, per the Criterion, a nice hard case. I really like the style of it. The look is very distinct, very bright and French. Obviously, yes, if you're wanting to know what it is when you look at the spine, it is in French. So, but let's look at the innards. We have the book. It opens up with an essay by Stephen Thrower. It is a little stuck on the top, but you get images, you get essays, always good. Then we get, oh my god, the law of the father and the death of the daughter, Eyes Without a Face, George Franju's, I'm going to say Franju or Franjal? Franju? Probably Franju. Dark Fairy Tale Fantastique by Nadine Whitney. Friend of the channel. We love Nadine here. She's great. Yeah, I will be reading this further as we go along, but obviously not in this video. So, from my immediate inspection, it's great. Good job, Nadine. We love it. 10 out of 10. But yeah, then you get an essay by Jack Sargent, and it goes on from there. Get some posters, alternate artwork, which is always great. Love me some alternate artwork. It's actually a big thing that I genuinely love, alternate artwork. So I'm very excited to see what actual artwork we get in the set itself, even though, you've seen that image on the back cover, you probably already know what it comes with. Oh, it has author bios. Nadine Whitney is a film critic and writer based in Naarm, Australia, working across a variety of genres. Her primary interest is in surrealism, women-directed film, the uncanny, and the grotesque. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's good. I gotta make sure to send this as an image to Nadine to let her know that I got it, to let her feel self-conscious. You get a very hefty amount of art cards, which is very interesting. So these are, images from the film. Oh, you get some landscape ones as well. I'll try to show it like this, like a professional. We're not looking at my reaction to these images. We're looking at your reaction. These are classic lobby card style with the title on the base. It emphasizes the black and white cinematography, some nice iconic shots, interesting just variations of what you can see in the movie. I'm not hitting that one. There we go. And then we're back to the start, I believe. So I've got one portrait, the rest are in landscape. That's very interesting. Also, I'm pretty sure I've seen her in a bunch of different films, especially this year. She's popped up in a lot, including some where she was in Suspiria, wasn't she? Oh my god, she was in like Suspiria and another film, but she spoke 2 different languages. And this is in French, so that means 3? Maybe I saw her in a French film. Which means I've already seen her in this film before. Wow, that is Okay, as a standalone, this is really nice. Just from just the spot gloss and the artwork used, the emphasis on eyes without a face, you get the eyes. Very nice. You do get that image on the back, which is the same image that's on the J cards. Eyes without a face on one side of the spine, and same as on the other side of the spine. Again, there's some embossing to it, a nice spot gloss to all the words. Then you press it out, very tight, and you get your standard artwork on the inside. So this would be, well, once the slipcover sells out, this will be the standard version. But again, same details on the back that you get on the actual set itself, except obviously this doesn't come with any of the extra, essays or anything. Okay, so we got a poster which hasn't been put in completely right, so it's a little bent on the end. But let me just take that out. You get your all regions 4K disc. And same artwork on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray should be all regions in... Oh, look, it's me talking in the reflection of the disc. It should be all regions on the Blu-ray anyway. They usually are, at least for Umbrella. They don't usually region lock their discs unless it's completely by accident. And then you can just remove the M-rated sticker for the alternate artwork. So I'm just gonna do that for the hell of it. But this is a really good film. It's... Like I said, it's been a while since I've watched it. I probably won't be able to fully... I was going to watch it tonight, but I might have time, but it might also depend on how much I want to add into this review. Do I want to go for every single special feature? Which I don't know. I don't think there's too many. You get the audio commentary, the video essay, and then the documentary and all that. So we'll probably do a brief overview, or at least of the runtimes of that kind of stuff, before we dive into what I think of the image and the picture quality and the sound quality and all that jazz. So then you get your poster. This is the French version and the other French version. Okay, so I mean, again, the artwork again is similar on both sides to what is already on the slipcover and the main case artwork. So not too fancy, but again, nice, plastic feel to it, so at least in terms of production quality and reproduction quality, it's nice, and you can just put on your wall in both. It's interesting they didn't go with any of the, English titles for either side. But again, the iconography of the image reflects exactly what I was talking about. So let's get into the audios, visuals, and whatever else I dive into. So I've done my comparison of the two. There is some noticeable differences between the two, visually anyway. Visually, the Umbrella version is the superior version. The Blu-ray and 4K disc, as it is, you get a natural 4K scan, you get Dolby Vision for the 4K disc. The Blu-ray is the same transfer as the 4K disc, so it looks very, very close in terms of detail. Like, it's mostly the extra slide upticks you get from a UHD disc, the natural breathing space for the room and everything, and the Dolby Vision uptick naturally looks better than the Blu-ray. But in contrast to this, it just looks... It looks healthier, looks like it has a healthier level of grain function and everything to it. This, as it is, was never a 4K scan to begin with. It already says new high-definition digital restoration with uncompressed monaural soundtrack. So from the get-go, this is the lesser version if you have it. But at the same time, this was released in the early 2010s, so I'm not surprised that Umbrella has already kicked it out of the bag, basically. And for the most part, they've basically shared and added some special features. There are some exclusive ones to this. For example, the new interview of Edith Scobb is 9 minutes. It's an audio interview on this. However, there's a 17-minute long video interview with her on this. So it's not the Criterion one, but it details some similar information whilst giving you, 8 extra minutes of actual footage. The 4K for this only has the audio commentary as a special feature. You also have to toggle on the subtitles. It doesn't automatically do that, but it is the mono track audio, which they both sound the same as the Criterion, which is great. Natural visuals and everything looks a lot more vibrant on the 4K as it goes. In slight comparison, they both come with the 1949 documentary. They share a lot of the same special features, but for the most part, the Umbrella version is the better way to go. Again, if you've already got the Criterion, I would still suggest upgrading, even for the basic version of this, given you still get a 12.5-minute long video essay, which is titled Eyes Without a Face, a video essay by Lindsay Hallam. You still get the same 1949 documentary and Le Fleurs Maldives, the George Frangeux, the 2009 overview thing. But you also get a short film on this, which is 14 minutes long, and the 17-minute long interview with the actress. So again, all the special features are on the Blu-ray disc except for the commentary. The commentary is on both, but you do need to toggle on the subtitles. But for the most part, this is clearly the winner of the two. And again, it's been 10 or so years, so I understand obviously there is a huge gap in time for the technology to supersede what we already had. As an overall, this is a tremendous set from Umbrella. It is beautiful as a collector's set, but even the individual release with the slipcover, with the alternate artwork, the 4K, the transfer, the audio, the special features, it is the whole package. It's everything you want for this film. So if you're interested in getting Eyes Without a Face, I highly recommend this. If you want the extra bonus of getting the essays, I highly recommend them. They are very nice and interesting, but for the most part, as a standalone release, the Umbrella is the way to go. The Umbrella release is the way to go. So, that's all. See you guys next time. Adios.